Welcome back to Keith's FIFA 18 Story. My name is Ricky, and today Lincoln City are taking on Burton Albion in League One play. So there's been a bit of a situation going on in League One. Let's jump to here's the table. As you can see, Preston is now in second, and Barnsley is in third, because Preston beat them like 2 games ago. And of course, they were so close that, it just pushed Preston up above them because we're also very close. Also, I think that if we win this game today, we get Lincoln City wins League One. I think if I'm doing my math right, that because we're so far ahead of Preston and Barnsley for that matter, that there are 3 games after this game in League One, and I think that we'll be 10 points ahead of, regardless of how they finish, we'll be minimum 10 points ahead if we win this game. Because that's what we're up right now. Also, I really want Keith to get an assist. Yes! That's all Keith is working on right now, is his precious assists. And we are going to double check and make sure that was an assist. You see, and it was an assist. Okay, good. Because I need assists for numerous reasons, but Keith needs to get, he needs to move up the assists ladder. We have League One goal scorer locked up. Keith has 25 goals, and then I think the next highest has like 14 goals or something like that. Like, there's a big discrepancy. Now, Hori, who's not currently on the pitch, is pretty far down the list, but is only like 2 goals away from being in second. That's how tight it is between everybody. That doesn't mean Keith doesn't want to get a goal, but we are going to back up, kick it across. And, oh, that would have been a glorious goal for Bostwick, I think. Anyway, we got Whitehouse a goal. It's always good when your very key players who aren't, typical goal scorers get goals. Like Whitehouse and not those guys. Because Bostwick gets a lot of goals because he's more of he's almost a central attacking midfield. The way the computer plays him. Which is fine, I guess. Keith and Bostwick have never had the greatest of relationships, which is unfortunate. I think a lot of that's just Keith's personality. Oh, but it was on target. It was on target. So that's, I guess, something to be proud of. But it was so on target, it was on target with the keeper as well. I was actually not wanting to take the goal. Like, I don't even really care if Keith gets a goal in these last 3 games, as long as he gets an assist in every game, which he hasn't been getting a lot of assists. Of course, he has enough assists to fulfill the management's expectations of them for the whole season. Had them for a while now, actually, because I think you only need to get like 5 assists, and he's got like 8 or 9. But 25 goals. He'd love to have 25 goals, 25 assists. That's not going to happen in 3 games. It's just not. So, I mean, the thing is, with the fact that they've been leading the league, there's been little to doubt that Lincoln City is going to win the league. It's just a matter of when, not if. So there's really not been a lot of like excitement in Lincoln, because it's always just been like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna win. It's just a matter of when. We're going to win. It's just a matter of when we win, because that's not a confusing sentence to say. Well, Muskie got a goal. Unfortunately, it wasn't Keith. Bostwick, who has more assists than Keith, by the way. I mean, maybe he should. He is a midfielder. I don't know. But he's not leading the league in assists either, I don't think. I can't remember who is. I should have looked this up before I started recording. You know, it's just one of those. I always forget to do stuff like that. And then I get, you know, halfway through the game and I'm like, why didn't I look that up? I should have looked that up. Oh, so close. Whoever that was. It's really hard for me to tell who any of these players are. Like, I don't know any numbers at all. So, it's at halftime. I saw the scores from around the league. Preston is currently winning. Now, again, I think as long as we win this game, and we're up 2-0, so I don't know why we would lose at this point. But Preston is currently winning, and so I think if they win and we draw somehow, or lose somehow, then that puts us in a precarious situation for winning the league. So this is kind of like we need to win. You know, Lincoln City's been on a win streak of like all the games at this point. I don't think we've drawn a game since like February. I think last time we lost. I mean, we lost a few games after we went back to semi-pro. We still lost a few games. We still drew a few games. Nothing like we were getting in when we were in professional skill level, which was really just still really dumb. So yeah, gotta win, guys. Gotta win. Gotta win. You know, it's interesting because at halftime the manager said absolutely nothing to them at all. Literally, they just went in. You know, Keith was talking to Muskie about the goal and talking a little bit to how grateful he was that Keith was that Whitehouse put it in the back of the net because he really wants his assists up. Interesting though that Muskie actually jumped over the ball. Anyway. Also, in other news, in other brief news, the real Lincoln City is currently leading League 2. We're very early in the season. Anything can happen. But I just thought it was interesting that they're currently top of the league, which is great news. Maybe they'll make it to League 1 this year. I mean, could you imagine that? The first year, the second year they're in the Football League, they make it to League 1. That's unheard of. You know? So I think it's really cool. I don't really, I mean, obviously, again, it's September. You know, the league, the season just started, so anything can happen. But it's a good start to the season, I guess, is my point. Much better start to the season than we had. Thomas is coming on for Muskie. That's okay. I mean, I would have preferred Horry come on, but I guess he's not on the bench. I really wasn't paying attention to the subs. Briggs is here, and that's about all I noticed on the subs. He's not playing. So, you know, I mean, that's the thing about the end of the season. When there's not there's not like this close, like, ooh, it's going to come down to the last game of the season. It's not necessarily going to come down to the last game of the season. And so it loses some tension, especially when you're on as hot streak as Lincoln City is on. I mean, we're not killing teams 4 or 5-0. I mean, occasionally we do. You know. But it does lose a little bit, like when there's really no doubt that you're going to win. I mean, there's 86. We're in the 87th minute now. I just don't. It loses a lot of the dramatic tension, I'll be honest with you. Like, it's going to be more exciting to see how we do against Liverpool in the FA Cup. That's the FA Cup semifinal. That's a big win for Lincoln. Lots of money. Get onside. Okay, that's a clear foul in the box. The refs are clearly biased at home in Lincoln to the away team. Just probably because they're so far, because, Lincoln's, got the win. 90th minute. Whitehouse with the second goal? Yes. Run around the pitch. Beautiful little scrum there. That's it. Let's see. No. No confetti. No celebratory, we won the league stuff. So I'm going to just go out on a limb and say we didn't win the league. So, no, actually. According to this, Lincoln City did just win League One, but there was no celebratory anything. That is really frustrating to me that we didn't, because I'm absolutely certain we got that last season. And we just didn't get it this season, and that is just depressing to me. Anyway, this has been Keith's FIFA 18 story. Thank you for watching. Come back soon for more FIFA 18.